What's up, y'all? So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be recording my pump sessions at work, or how I pump throughout the day. Y'all got to excuse this struggle bun for today. I don't know what is going on with it. Like, it was perfectly fine last week, but now it's just wanna. Anyway, so like I said, this is going to be a different kind of video that I do. I'm going to be pumping throughout the day and letting y'all know basically how my day at work goes. Pumping, I already pumped. It is 6:21. I pumped at around 5:40. That's AM, by the way. So I'm not gonna pump again. I should pump again at around 8:40, but people start coming to my job. I have to be at work by 9, so I'm gonna give them time to do that, to get in work and go in the break room, because at work I pump in the break room. And I don't want to have that break room, you know, shut down for people who just not coming into work. So I'm just gonna wait and pump maybe like around 9. 20 minutes not gonna be too bad for me to go in. So I pump every, I don't know if I said, I pump every 3 hours. I try not to go over 4 hours, which is hard when I'm at home, because I basically kind of choose my rest over pumping. But even when I do that, it's still fine. But don't do that, because missing pump sessions will be a decrease. Missing pump session will cause a decrease in your breast milk, which that is what happened to me. So I'm going to do a video too about how I built my milk supply back up. But anyway, I'm talking too much. So right now, this is what I pumped this morning. This is 8 ounces, or no, it's 9 ounces of milk. I just broke them up into 4.5. Peyton does drink 5 ounces of milk, but I put them in 4 ounces because he does take rice in his milk right now. So when he takes rice, he doesn't eat the full 5 ounces. So instead of him wasting a full ounce of milk, I give him 4 ounces. I just did 4.5 right now, but he'll take 4 ounces and he'll be fine. So instead of me wasting, like I said, instead of me wasting an ounce, I just give him 4 with rice and then he's fine. Right now it's 6:24. I won't pump again until 9 o'clock. So I'll come back then and pump, and I'll, you know, show y'all how I do everything. All right, these are all the bottles that Peyton is going to take with him to the sitter's house. He only drinks about 3 bottles when he's there, because he drinks every 3 to 4 hours. But I'm going to take 5 because one, he still sleeps, so he haven't drunk one. So he's going to have this one. He might have one left over. I just like to take a little bit more because I don't know if I'm going to end up having to stay at work later, if I have to do something at work. So I take at least 4.5 to 5 bottles over there, just in case. I also do have 3 in the freezer that I'm just going to keep in the freezer, just in case, because sometimes, I'll just explain that in another video why I'm going to keep 3 of them in the freezer. All right, y'all, it is 9:11. So I'm about to get ready to pump. I just need to pour some water. So when I pump, I try to at least drink water and eat a snack. All right, so I don't have a pump bra. I have one, a nursing bra, but I don't have like an actual pumping bra, which I do need to buy one. So let me try to prop this on something so y'all won't see too much of my business. And I'll make sure they are in the center. Then I cut it on. All right, so right now it's in let down mode. So I let it go in let down mode for like a minute. It doesn't take long for me to have a let down, like maybe 20 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds. So I let it go for like a minute or a minute and a half, and then I cut it down to the active mode. But yeah, so when I'm in here, I try to at least drink some water and eat some kind of snack. I got a mandarin orange. I have one of these little cuties, so I think I'm gonna eat that. And normally it only takes like 10 minutes for me to pump, but it take like 10 minutes, but I tell them I'll be back in like 20 minutes because I have to take time to like clean everything and stuff and put everything away. All right, it took a little bit longer for the letdown to actually come through, but this is my pump bag, y'all. I leave my pump in the bag because it's hectic trying to get this in and out. What I'm doing is I'm massaging my breasts because when I massage my breasts, more come out. So,
hey, I'm KeKe Maria. If it's your first,
I'm gonna do that for a little bit, and then I'm gonna stop right now. If we're at the 8-minute mark, so I've probably been actually pumping for about 7 minutes. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna show y'all like what all I do when I'm done. So I'm gonna show y'all what I did. This one is my good breast. This is my left side, and then this one is my right side. I'm gonna just switch these around. So on my good one, I got about 3.5, and then on my right, I have 2 ounces. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just combine these two, and this will be a bottle for Peyton. Last week I was bringing the little bottles that I showed y'all this morning. I said I'm gonna stop doing it because having to clean all those bottles at the end of the day is not what I want to do. So I just started bringing these freezer bags, and I'm gonna just start putting them in here, and I can either freeze them or I can just put them in the refrigerator. I think I'm just gonna put them in the refrigerator, that way I don't have to worry about letting them sit out later on. So oh yeah, so I'll show you that in a minute. So what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'm gonna combine them. Paper towel. So I'm gonna combine them. Let me just sit this on a paper towel for now. Just pour it in one to make it easier. Yeah, so that's like a little bit over 5 ounces. Just fold these little sides down. And then I'm gonna pour this in here. Probably should do this over the sink, but I'm not gonna worry about it. So then what I do to get the air out is I seal it, and then I go like stop right there, and then I push it up to let the air out, and then I seal the rest up. What I was gonna do is I was gonna go out and buy like little freezer bags, like a little storage. No, got these from my job. You know what's these little freezer bags, refrigerator bag, lunch bags, whatever, and it's isolated inside. I'm just gonna drop this in here, save my money, instead of washing them every time. Just put them, instead of washing those every time, just put them in the refrigerator. Put both these in the refrigerator. All right, y'all, I'm here in the break room. I'm actually like late doing this one. It is 1:12, so I'm like an hour late, and trust me, I can feel it. Normally I do about 3 pumps while I'm at work, but today I'm only gonna do 1 pump. I'm at 2 pumps. So this is gonna be my last one for today because the next one will be at 4, and I leave today at 4. So I'll just do that one when I get home. But typically anyway, you'll do about 2 to 3 pumps in one work day, depending on how often you pump. If you pump every, well, I guess if you pump every 2 hours, you'll do 4. If you pump every 3 hours, you'll do 3. And if you pump every 4 hours, you do 2. So it really depends on how often you pump, but more than likely it'll be probably like 2 to 3. So what I didn't show y'all earlier is what I do too. Is sometimes I try to massage my breast to kind of get it working a little bit. So I'm just, you know, massage them a little bit. And I'm gonna take these out. Like I told y'all, I don't have to wash these out. Every time you use it, you could just put it in the refrigerator and then just wash it out at the end of the day, which typically is what I do. It's my last pump for that day, which normally sometimes it'll be around 9, sometimes it'll be around 11 at night. I will wash them all at one time and then just have them ready for the next day. But yeah, so since I left this on here, I'm just going to attach this, and then I'm going to pump. My hands are already washed too, so you want to make sure that you wash your hands. I should have said that earlier too, but y'all gotta make sure y'all wash your hands. But we do keep hand sanitizer in the break room, a lot of it. So while I'm doing this, I am going to watch a YouTube video, and I do have another cutie that I might eat while I'm back here. So I'm going to switch it to let down mode, and I'm going to let that go for about a minute, 30 seconds to a minute, and then I'll switch it to the regular mode. Alright, here we go. So this one is the left side, right side. This one is the left. So this one I got about 3.5, and then this one I got about 2.5 ounces. So I'm gonna combine these like I did the last time. 2.5 hours to go home. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna leave it in the refrigerator because I'm not gonna sit that out for that long. If it was 3 o'clock, then maybe yeah, but I'm not gonna do it. I'll just come back here a little bit earlier and do it. But I'm gonna get one of these little baggies and put the milk in it. And this is another bottle for Peyton. There we go. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this stuff back in the refrigerator, and then like I said, I'm not gonna pump again until I go home. Sometimes I do go ahead and put everything in the bag, in my pump bag, and just put it in my locker because breast milk could sit out for 6 hours. But I'm not gonna do that this time. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in the refrigerator and just grab it all when I leave for the day. The reason why I do it too is because I don't want to forget anything. So put this in the refrigerator, put this in the refrigerator, and then I guess I will see y'all when I go. So technically this is what I pumped this morning also. As y'all can see, both of them are really they're over 5 ounces. So I pumped all of this today. I still have to pump again in about an hour. Right now it is 5:09, so about an hour and a half I have to pump again, and then I will pump again after that at like 9:30, and then I'll be done by the by the end of the night. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show y'all. I guess if y'all have any questions about me pumping, about breastfeeding, that I know, like the little knowledge that I do have, y'all leave questions in the description, and I will see y'all in the next video.